Grass is not green and the sky is not blue. So that, I mean, in fact, they're opposite. So normally I would say, yeah, that kind of deconfirms, but hey, we're reaching here. We're you two-faced son of a. So Metal Cooler's been announced. This is the new Dokkan Festival TUR. So we'll get to the unit details in a bit. Let's go ahead and check out the animations. And yeah, I mean, the one thing I was most confident about is the one thing that I was most wrong about. You just can't with these guys, man. You just can't. They're green grass, blue skies. You know, in all fairness, I don't think I saw a single. No, there were a few people who pointed out metal. Whatever. I hate these guys. All right, let's go ahead and check out the animations. We're going to start with the dub and then we'll check out the sub. Here we go. Oh yeah, banner unit is, what is he? Dirty slap. Besting me. If that's the same voice, please, I'm gonna laugh. Do the same cutoff. Besting me will take all you can muster.
Now, I wonder if you still have enough power to stand a...
What?
Now, I wonder if you still have enough power to stand against 1,000 of us.
At least they put the metallic voice in there this time. Whoa! Whoa! Jack in, Mega Man, power up! What the? wait, I'm sorry. What the hell was... Okay. Wow! What the hell, man?
I will drain every bit of that off-the-charts life force you Super Saiyans possess. I have become even stronger than before.
Okay. Is that run again? You know that's gonna be memed. Oh my god, that's so great. That's so great. All right, let's check out the song. Besting me will take all you can muster. Even then, I'll only be resurrected.
これだけのメタルクーラーを敵に回して戦える力がお前たちにまだ残っているかな?
Bro, listen to this music, man. We'll just play it all the way through. I want to see these animations again. This is like some electronica or something. Jack in, Mega Man. Mine. That okay, that is you know, it's pretty cool. It's pretty unique, you know? Only thing is, down in front, I gotta be able to see. Well, I mean, you can still see it.
So の桁外れなスーパーサイヤ人の生命エネルギーをすべてもらう。さらに強くなったぞ。
That is cool. Giving the Metal Cooler army the Super Saiyan glow. That is pretty dope. All right, so let me know what you guys think about this one. I do like the voice acting choice to give both of them the more metallic-y, echoey sound, but animations are marginal, which is to be expected from a TUR, a monthly Dokkan Festival TUR, and you can see some of the reused stuff from the Worldwide 2022, which, I mean, I talked about we could be maybe getting some EZAs for those. This is the perfect time to be getting an EZA for either one of the coolers, more specifically the LR Physical Meta Cooler. Let's go ahead and take a look at the unit details. Let's start. Okay. All right. Let's start with King Cold. Is this the Rise of Wicked Bloodline? The much needed Rise of Wicked Bloodline? This needs to be one of the best categories in the game. It just has to. Like Frieza, the character, you know, very well known, one of the most iconic villains. You just have to have a good Wicked Bloodline category. Is this the time to do it? So Physical King Cold. Wicked Bloodline, Terrifying Conquerors, 130%. For the super attack, greatly raises defense, causes supreme damage to the enemy, and lowers attack and defense. And then for the passive, Ki +2 attack and defense +250, launches an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super. Per Wicked Bloodline or Terrifying Conquerors category ally on the team, depending on whichever one has more, that's good. Attack and defense +100% up to 400%. Chance to crit, dodge, and damage reduction +10% up to 40. When all allies attacking in the same turn are Wicked Bloodline or Terrifying Conqueror category characters, all allies Ki +2 attack and defense +40% for 2 turns. Attack and defense, attack +250% when attacking. Okay, so this looks like someone you want to keep around on the regular. Considering Wicked Bloodline is a dead category, the most recent characters would likely be the ones to keep around anyway. But alright. When there's an Earthbred Fighters or Hybrid Saiyans category enemy, which there is a lot of the time, attack +200% guaranteed crita. Cool. When attacking with 12 or more Ki, attack and defense +250. When receiving an attack, one-time activation but permanent defense +100%, chance to dodge +30% temporarily. So actually you're looking at a 70% chance to dodge for a super, considering all conditions. And you've got 40% damage reduction. When receiving a physical super attack. A physical super attack. So now we're changing the name. I thought it was called unarmed super attack. Am I stupid? Unarmed super attack would be this, right? I think. I will clarify down below if for whatever reason it's not the case, but okay. Check down below. Damage reduction 50% temporarily. When the target enemy is in the following status: attack down or below 60% health, it disables enemy action. Very cool. Okay. Seems promising for a banner unit, that to a Wicked Bloodline banner unit. 50% damage reduction from an unarmed super, I think that is. 70% chance to dodge, 2-turn support, guaranteed crit. Nerfing with the super attack, also padding your own stats or your defense. Looks pretty promising. Okay, let me know what you guys think about the King Cold. Now we check out Meta Cooler. Oh wait, hold on. This guy was physical. Metal Cooler is tech. Okay. Terrifying Conquerors, power absorption, 200%, 170. Extra stats +50 to movie boss, artificial life forms, and target Goku. No Wicked Bloodline in the leader skill. So here's the spread just in terms of leader skills, primary, secondary. So what are we looking at here? You are plus only. Yeah, let's just keep it on that. Okay. So you got Bebe in here, you got Frieza, you got Majin Buu, you got Cell. You got the usual suspects. You got some big bad boss representation here. But as far as like fresh, relevant characters, new characters, not much. But you know what? With this being the starting point, I feel like by the end of this part 1, part 2, this will actually be looking like a pretty good set of characters to run. I mean, some of these guys are already good, but it's just like weird seeing them under this umbrella. But all right, there's the leader skill. Let's get that out of the way. Now let's take a look at the super attack. Super attack, okay. Greatly raises attack for 1 turn, causes immense damage to the enemy, raises extreme class allies defense by 6% for 2 turns. Huh. Defense boosting, that to only temporary. Okay. Activates entrance animation when there are 3 or more movie boss or Wicked Bloodline category allies on the team upon the character's entry. One-time activation but permanent, launches an additional 2 attacks, each of which has a 50% chance of becoming a super. Oh boy. Okay. One-time activation, but permanent. Key +1, damage reduction 20%. One turn only, damage reduction 20%. Per movie boss or Wicked Bloodline ally on the team, depending whichever one has more. Aww. Okay, now we're limiting it. Okay. Attack and defense plus 100% up to 500. Chance to crit, dodge, and damage reduction plus 10% up to 50. Okay, so it's like the King Cold, but better. One or more AGL key spheres obtained. Chance to dodge plus 25%. So your dodge will go up to 75. One or more tech key spheres obtained. Launches an additional attack that has a 70% chance of becoming a super. Attacked enemies, attack and defense plus 20. Attacked enemies, attack and defense minus 25%. For 2 turns, and seals the attacked enemy's super attack for 2 turns. So you get some combo and you get some nerfing and some sealing with tech. With int, holy crap. With int, survives KO attacks up to once within a turn, recovers 10% at the end of the turn. One or more STR key spheres obtained, extreme class allies, attack and defense plus 50%. One or more physical key spheres obtained, recovers 5% of the damage dealt. Oh, wait a second. This is kind of reminding me of the Metal Cooler clones. Don't the clones do stuff like that? I'm pretty sure the physical cooler clone did exactly that. Hold on. Yep. Physical Metal Cooler clone recovers 5% of the damage dealt with as HP with 3 or more rainbow key spheres obtained. This guy got dodging. This was the AGL one. AGL got the dodging. For the tech one, you nerfed and sealed. Tech seals. I don't see the nerf. Oh, there's the nerfing. Dude, that's kind of cool. Okay. And then int survives KO attacks. I don't even remember that one. Yeah, there's no surviving KO, but he does have regen, which is what you get from int. And then STR supports. So he basically is the combined, he's like a Voltron of the Metal Cooler clones. All right, nice little touch there. I mean, nothing like, I mean, I take it back. I actually kind of dig that because maybe you don't necessarily want him to be the focal point of like your offense. And if he's just like a support, he could do that depending on the situation. That is kind of cool. As long as the rest of his passive is enough. There should be more, right? The more HP remaining, attack and defense up to 200%. For every attack received or dodged, attack and defense plus 30% up to 150. Attack plus 5%. Defense plus 5% up to 25. For allies whose names include Cooler, excluding his minions, plus an additional attack and defense plus 5% up to 25% if their names also include Meta Cooler. So that means coolers and metal coolers will be getting some nice hefty boosts here, specifically metal coolers. That means the free-to-play units are being asked to be run again, but this isn't enough. I don't think this is enough. 50% more stats ain't gonna cut it for metal coolers. Like if there was team damage reduction or like team guard or something. Starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, launches an additional super attack. When the character is the first attacker at the start of the turn, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, or starting from the 6th turn straight up from the start of battle, calls in reinforcements. Meaning, on turn 1, if you bench this dude, and then after 3 turns, he floats off, he comes back in the start of the rotation in slot 1, he could then use his active. So he's meant to be floated off right away. And as a floating off unit, depending on what your situation is, you could use one of these. That is interesting. And when you consider that, his 1-turn damage reduction doesn't seem so bad because you would have 70% damage reduction if all conditions are met. 90% damage reduction with all conditions met in the slot 3 on the way out, launching multiple supers, giving your allies defense for 2 turns while he's away. So that's actually, it kind of fits. It kind of works. All right, so now we call in reinforcements. So let's check that out. Oh, he's got an active skill. Can be activated when HP is 50% or less, or starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle straight up. Fully recovers health. E +1 attack and defense plus 30% just permanently in battle. Iraq key. And then we've got the reinforcements. Calls in reinforcements when the character is the first attacker at the start of the turn, starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, or straight up turn 6. When that happens, we become this. We are Legion. So this guy, what's his attack? Greatly raises attack temporarily, causes destructive damage to the enemy. E+3, guaranteed crit, stuns all enemies. At the start of each turn, attack plus 600%. Wait, what? This is your giant form. This is your rage form, right? So wait, how long do we stay like this? It doesn't say anywhere, but considering this is like a rage mechanic or a giant form or however you want to look at it, it surely is going to be temporary. The fact that it says at the start of each turn makes me think 2 to 3 turns. Minimum, it has to be 2 turns. Because if it's going to be saying at the start of each turn, then there has to be one other turn for this to even be worth listing. If it wasn't, and if it was just a singular turn, this would just say attack plus 600%. So I think minimum, this is going to be a 2-turn thing, maybe 3, which is like standard for any giant form. But of course, we will know for sure once we get the data download. But there you go. That is what the Meta Cooler can do. Looking back at the category, doesn't look that promising as far as like right now. But I will say, this guy is labeled Metal Cooler Army, which means he can link up with any other Metal Cooler character, because I don't believe a single one besides this guy is called Metal Cooler Army. This guy could potentially be receiving a super EZA. He is a free-to-play LR. Granted, he is a battlefield LR, and we are going through steadily EZAing those types of characters. But I don't know. Besides that, who else is a... What the hell? Who else is a likely candidate for an EZA, like Metal Cooler wise? I don't think there's anybody, because all these guys got their EZAs. There's no Metal Cooler. Oh, and this guy, this is the only one. Like he's got to get an EZA. He has to. It's weird, and I understand why people would be skeptical about Worldwide Celebration LRs getting EZAs during something like this. But they've opened a can of worms that they can never put back together, like put back in a bottle, because they have done all sorts of weird out of left field moves that anything is possible. Like when someone guesses something that seems absurd, just take a moment to consider why. Why are they being absurd? Probably because Dokkan is capable of doing something as absurd. I think this is now very much in play as the only Metal Cooler related character left over, except for, you know what? Cyclopean Guard. My bad. Cyclopean Guard could be in play for a potential EZA. Would Cyclopean Guard even fit in this? Probably not. Not a power absorption. Oh, it is power absorption. Oh, yeah. Oh, wait a minute. This dude is obtainable from... isn't he from that story event? Yeah. They might do something with this, right? They got to do something with this one. I don't know. All right, anyway. I want to know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think about the Meta Cooler Dokkan Festival TUR, the King Cold Wicked Bloodline banner unit. So far, doesn't seem like anything that must summon-y. But, obviously there are going to be fans out there who really want these characters. Let's see what else they got coming up. We'll do an event review for the stuff that's incoming on the next video. I'm excited for this one because I think a lot of people are going to be able to skip. The character looks pretty busted, especially in that... in this. I don't know how long this is going to go, but this seems like it can be pretty busted. Guaranteed crit and attack plus 600% every turn. That does seem pretty insane. I do like the versatility here that you get. But as far as a fully functioning Wicked Bloodline team movie boss, we're going to need a bit more first. So let's see. Guys, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like down below. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on the Meta Cooler Dokkan Festival TUR. Is it good? Is it bad? Animations, good, bad, you summoning, you skipping. Well, you don't have to summon right away. Like, you don't have to decide right now, but like, where are you leaning? Are you leaning towards summoning or skipping? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Also, be sure to subscribe for more Dokkan content of the future and click the notification bell so that you let you know when I see more videos. Do it. Thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned and always remember to Dokkan responsibly.